What's going on YouTube? Super Insane 18 here, and today I am bringing you 6 more Prank Kid combos that you guys need to know moving into this format. My last Prank Kids video did so well that I decided to bring you guys some more, so let's go ahead and jump on in. So we're going to kick things off with a revision to the polymerization plus any kids combo. The old one will be on the screen so you guys can see. We just end with Toad and the necessary pieces that we need in order to make the butler, but this one will end a little bit better. We'll have Toad and Bow Wow, plus we'll be able to add pranks to our hand. So let's go ahead and start off. We're going to normal summon the Dropsies and immediately link it away into our copy of Meow-Meow. We'll activate the Dropsies to summon out another kid. In this case, we're going to do Fansies, and then we're going to take both of these and we're going to link them away into a copy of Dodo-Doodle-Doo. Here we're going to chain block the kid because we need to get the summon, so we'll do Fansies chainlink 1, Dodo chainlink 2. We'll use Dodo to add a copy of Pandemonium to our hand, and then Fansies will send Pranks to the graveyard in order to summon out a copy of Lampsies. Here what we're going to do is we're going to activate the effect of Dodo-Doodle-Doo. This will let us add back 2 kids to our hand, so we're going to add back the Fansies, and we're actually going to add back the Pranks. Now what we're going to do is we're going to activate the polymerization using the Lampsies on field and the Fansies in our hand, and this will get us our copy of Rocket Ride to the field. Now we're going to use Lampsies as chainlink 1 and Rocket as chainlink 2 so that we can chain block. Lampsies will summon out our copy of Roxies. Here what we're going to do is activate the effect of Rocket Ride. This will resummon any 2 kids. We have to do Dropsies here, but then the other one doesn't matter, we can do anything, so I'm going to go ahead and do Fansies. Now we're going to take the Fansies and the Roxies, because Roxies is still the one that we haven't used yet, and we're going to link into our copy of Bow Wow Bark. Here you do technically need another card to pitch off of the Roxies effect, but you opened up a hand of 5 and we're only using 2, so we're going to say that we use the pitch and draw, and then the Roxies is going to summon out our second copy of Dropsies. Here what we're going to do is we're going to use both of the Dropsies to make our copy of Totally Awesome, and then we have the full setup. Because what we can do is we can activate Pranks. On our end phase we can shuffle back the Roxies, the Rocket, and the Dodo. This will get us our draw one, and then we're pretty much set to go. We do have to set this, don't forget that, because then what we're going to do is we're going to, on our opponent's turn, activate the Bow Wow Bark. This will add back the Fansies and the Lampsies, and then of course we will get our Dropsies back once we use the Toad effect, so it's just a little bit more bang for your buck. You get the Pranks, so you do get a +1, which kind of recovers for the discard that you need off the Roxies, and it's overall just a better combo. So combo number 2 is going to be relatively the same, but with just one key change, and what this change is going to allow you to do is get your butler without relying on the Toad negate. So we've backtracked a little bit. We're at the point where we've linked away the kid into Meow and we've summoned the Fansies. So we're going to link both of these again into our copy of Dodo-Doodle-Doo, and then we're going to chainlink 1, chainlink 2. Dodo's going to add us the Pandemonium, and the Fansies in this case, instead of sending the Pranks, we're going to send Place, and you'll see why this is important. So we're going to summon out our Lampsies, and then the Prank Kids Dodo-Doodle-Doo is going to again tribute itself. We're going to add back the Place and the Fansies. Now, same as before, at this point we're going to poly using the Lampsies and the kid that we added back. This is going to get us our Rocket Ride, and again we'll chainlink 1 the Lampsies, chainlink 2 the Rocket Ride. This is going to summon out the Roxies, and now we're in almost the same position. We're going to tribute the Rocket Ride. Here we're going to summon back a copy of any kid and Dropsy, and we're going to link both of these away into our copy of Bow Wow Bark. Roxies is again going to go off. This is going to get us our next Dropsies. We can overlay both of these into our copy of Toad, and then now what we can do is we can activate the Place. So we activate Prank Kid's Place, and this will allow us to add another copy of Dropsies. So now we set the Pandemonium, and then on our opponent's turn when we Bow Wow Bark, we can add back both of the Fansies and the Lampsies, and then we have all 3 in hand to be able to butler without having to use our Toad first. You do lose out on the +1, but if you're worried that you're not going to have to Toad before you have to butler, this is just a good way around it. Okay, so combo number 3 actually lets you make Totally Awesome before your 5th summon, so this entire combo is Nibiru-proof. It requires any 2 kids that aren't water and polymerization. So starting off, the first thing that you're going to do is activate polymerization, sending both of these kids to the graveyard, and that's going to get you your copy of Rocket Ride. Now you're going to chainlink 1, chainlink 2, chainlink 3, and what that will do is it will chain block your kids, that way they will resolve. So you're going to summon a Dropsies off of the Lampsies, then Fansies will activate, and here you're actually going to send the Pandemonium to the grave, to summon out your other Dropsies. Now we've only summoned 3 times, so right here you can just flat out make your Toad because you have both of the Dropsies that you need, and then you're going to activate the Rocket Ride effect and resummon both the Fansies and the Lampsies. Now that you have Fansies and Lampsies on the field, you're going to link both of them away into your copy of Dodo-Doodle-Doo, and Dodo-Doodle-Doo is going to add you a copy of Prank Kid's Place. You activate the Prank Kid's Place, and you're going to add your 3rd copy of Dropsies. This is because we haven't normal summoned yet. So now we can normal summon, and then we can immediately link the Dropsies away into our copy of Meow-Meow-Mu, and what this will do is this will activate the effect of Dropsies, letting us summon out our Roxies. We can activate the effect of Dodo-Doodle-Doo. This will add us back our copies of Pandemonium and any of your kids. Then you link both of these away into your copy of Bow Wow Bark. You set your Pandemonium, and now you are good to go, because the Bow Wow Bark can add back your Dropsies and your Lampsies that you have in the graveyard, so you're able to Toad and Butler without relying on the Toad to add it back. So your opponent goes, you use the Bow Wow effect, you add back your copy of Dropsy and Lampsy, and now you are ready to Butler your opponent, plus you have the Totally Awesome, all without being able to be Nibiru'd. So combo number 4, I do have to give a shout out to Pack, because I did learn this from one of his videos, but it is a good way to play around Ash Blossom or other potential hand traps, and it requires any kid plus instant fusion. So what you're going to do is you're going to normal the kid, and then you're actually going to immediately use the instant fusion. You don't want to use it later because it doesn't really help you against the Ash, you'll really have no further way to extend, but here if you instant fusion and summon out the Weather Washer, you can immediately link both of these away into your copy of Dodo-Doodle-Doo, and activate the kid as Chainlink 1 and Dodo as Chainlink 2. Now the kid is safe from being hand-trapped, and if they stop Dodo, you can just use Fansies later on in the combo to send what Dodo would have added, making another Dodo and adding it back. But assuming we don't get hand-trapped, we're going Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. Dodo's going to add us our copy of Pandemonium, and Dropsies is going to summon us a copy of Fansies. Here we're going to link the Fansies away into a copy of Meow-Meow-Mu, and this will let Fansies activate using its effect to send pranks to the graveyard, and this will summon out our copy of Lampsies. Now what we can do is we can Pandemonium both the Lampsies and the Meow-Meow-Mu into our copy of Rocket Ride. This will activate the Lampsies, giving us our copy of Roxies to our field. Here we can activate the effect of Dodo-Doodle-Doo. This will add us back a Pranks and any kid, so let's go ahead and add back the Fansies. And then now what we can do is we can tribute the Rocket Ride, summoning back the Water and any kid. It does not matter which one. Here what we're going to do is using the Roxies and the Lampsies, we can go ahead and summon out our Bow Wow Bark. This will activate the Roxy effect, which will get us another copy of Dropsies. Now we can overlay these two into our copy of Totally Awesome, and then we have a really good setup, because we can set the Pandemonium and activate the pranks, and then we will be able to completely just blow out our opponent with a Toad and a Butler, the same as we have every other turn. So combo number 5 is very similar to one of the other combos that we've already showcased. It is starting the same way with the instant fusion plus any kid, but we just went ahead and set up the board. So when you're at the point that you have the Dodo and the Fansies, you are going to link the Fansies away into the Meow-Meow-Mu, and then this time for the Fansies, instead of sending pranks, you're going to send the Place again. This will let you summon out your Lampsies, and then you continue with the combo the same as before. You're going to Pandemonium both of these away into your copy of Rocket Ride, activating the Lampsy effect. This will get you your copy of Roxies. You can then use your Dodo-Doodle-Doo, and this time you're going to add back your copy of Place and any kid, and then you're going to activate the effect of Rocket Ride. Rocket Ride will summon back any kid plus Dropsies, and you are going to then take your Roxies and your Lampsies, and you're going to link them away into a Bow Wow Bark. The effect of Roxies will activate, getting you another Water to your side of the field. You can then overlay both of these into your copy of Totally Awesome, and then you can activate your copy of Prank Kid's Place. Prank Kid's Place will add you another copy of Dropsies, and now you are good to go. You set your Pandemonium, on your opponent's turn you activate the Bow Wow Bark, adding back at the very least Fire and any of your other kids. In this case it looks like I'll probably just do the Roxies, and you have your Butler ready to go without needing to rely on the Toad. Now, for our 6th and final combo, it's essentially a 2-for-1 special, and the reason that I say that is because this card could be either Instant Fusion or Polymerization. The same concept will play out either way, but it does end on a slightly different board. So we are going to start off with the normal summon of the Dropsies, and activate Instant Fusion immediately, getting our copy of Weather Washer. Now, if this was the Polymerization combo, you would just follow the normal Polymerization line of play, and I'll tell you exactly where it's going to differ. Here we're going to link both away into our copy of Dodo-Doodle-Doo, and we'll activate Dropsies, Chainlink 1, Dodo, Chainlink 2. Dodo's going to add us our copy of Pandemonium, and Dropsies is going to add us our copy of Fansies. Now we're going to link the Fansies away into our copy of Meow-Meow-Mu, and then this is where it changes. Whether you're doing the Poly or you're doing the Instant Fusion combo, the Fansies has to send Prank Kid's Place here, and you'll see why. We'll send the Prank Kid's Place and summon out a copy of Roxy's. It is important that we do Roxy's before we do Lampsies here, and you'll see why in just a moment. We're going to activate our copy of Pandemonium using the Roxy's and the Meow-Meow to get our copy of Rocket Ride. Here we'll use the Roxy's effect, which is going to let us summon out a copy of Lampsies. Now what we're going to do is use the Dodo effect. This will add us back our copy of Pandemonium and our copy of Place, and you'll see why this is so important. We can use the Rocket Ride effect here, and this will let us summon back any 2 kids. One has to be Roxy's, the other one doesn't matter, so we'll just use Fansies. And here we'll use the Lampsies and the Fansies to make our copy of Bow Wow Bark. Now, if you haven't already seen what we've set up here, we've set up another play where you can make an XYZ, but this time it's going to be with 2 level 4s. So since we haven't used our Lampsies yet, we can activate the Lampsies, and this will add us our copy of Roxy's. Here we can overlay both of these, making ourselves a copy of Abyss Dweller, and then the last thing that we need to do is activate Place and add back any 1 kid. It doesn't matter what kid, here I'll just go ahead and add Dropsies, but the reason that that's important is because now when we set our Pandemonium and we activate our Bow Wow Bark on our opponent's turn, we add back the last 2 kids that we need, and we have our live Butler. Essentially, this combo can be altered to where you can get any rank XYZ between 1 and 4. In this particular build, I only play Dweller and Toad, so you're really only going to be going for the rank 2 and the rank 4 play, but with just a slight little change of sending the Place and using it to add the last kid that you need, you can make a Dweller which is better for some matchups. And again, this works just the same with the Polymerization combo. You just have to send the Place, add it back, add the kid, and go for your rank 4. Well, there you guys have it. I'll say it again. I've already said it before, but I vastly underestimated the power of Prank Kids. I definitely think it is a strong meta contender moving forward, and hopefully these combos, paired with the combos from my last video, help you master this deck to the highest extent that you can. If you liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.